they're all in the gate. They're off and running at finger length. Sluggish start, Dock Advantage. It's Sharp As from an inside post. Saratoga Banker displaying speed in second. G. Munning passes Father Walsh for third. Then 2 lengths back to Hey Hey Harry in a good spot behind. A fast pace in second last. And a gap of 4 lengths to the trailer. Dock Advantage. Sharp As leads this group into the turn. Saratoga Banker has room in between horses. G. Munning will be 3 wide on the turn. Hey Hey Harry along the inside and fourth, 3.5 lengths off the lead. Dock Advantage is out of last, passing Father Walsh, who's been shuffled back to the tail of the field as they arrive at the top of the home stretch. Sharp As, Saratoga Banker, Hey Hey Harry towards the inside. Dock Advantage from far back is one from the outside. 4 across the track with 1 furlong to go, and Hey Hey Harry striking the front. Dock Advantage surging late on the outside second. Hey Hey Harry, Dock Advantage 1-2, 16th to go. It's Hey Hey Harry who got a perfect ride from Worry. Hey Hey Harry in the opener. Dock Advantage second, Saratoga Banker third. Sharp As and try $8.20. Dime Super $5.10. Second race finger lengths, no changes. Exacta, Trifecta, Superfecta, Daily. Ready. And they're off. A little bit of hop at the start there for Last Vintage. It's El Bombay, Tip of the Boot, and Opportunity Woo. These are the 3 quickest out of the gate. Last Vintage plays catch up to the inside at Giant Impact, and Mano y Mano is buried behind horses and angles to the outside for a little bit of clear running room at the back of the pack. As they navigate the first turn, it's Opportunity Woo who has the lead by about 2. Last Vintage to the outside, a Tip of the Boot, second and third. A length and a half to Giant Impact in fourth. 3 lengths back to Mano y Mano, who's about 3 lengths in front of El Bombi, who's in the 6th and trailing position. As they race up the backstretch, it's Opportunity Woo with 5 furlongs to go, who has the lead by a length and a half, 2. Last Vintage to the outside of Tip of the Boot. They're in tandem, second and third. Mano y Mano bettering his position on the outside in fourth. Giant Impact covered up in fifth, 4 off the lead, and then about 11 lengths to the trailer. El Bombi is at the back of the pack as they make the entry into the far turn. Opportunity Woo has the lead. The lead's 2 lengths. Mano y Mano is on the outside second. Tip of the Boot towards the inside third. Last Vintage drops back. Giant Impact under heavy pressure. And then 3 lengths to the trailer. El Bombi as they arrive at the top of the home stretch. And it's Opportunity Woo who comes off the turn, leading by 5 lengths. Tip of the Boot is towards the inside in second. Mano y Mano's on the outside third. And then in fourth, El Bombi. 1 furlong to go. Opportunity Woo on top. The lead 6. The battle for second. Tip of the Boot and Mano y Mano. Opportunity Woo, the drop down in class, does the trick. He'll break his maiden today. Tip of the Boot second. Mano y Mano third. El Bombi fourth. It's official. $270 the winning mutual. Double $11. Exacta $81.50. 50-cent try. $27.87. Dime Superfecta. They're all in the gate, and they're off. Love My Candy and Lose Redemption. These 2 barrel out for the lead. Chasing Daylight didn't get the best start in the world. Now plays catch up on the 3 wide sides. They go around that first turn in third. Shelley is in fourth, and then it's Dreamery and a length and a half to Sweet DeSantis, who trails the field. Love My Candy is on the front end, has the lead by 3 parts of a length. Hounded by Chasing Daylight is up into second. Lose Redemption backs off the pace in third, 3.5 lengths off the lead. A gap of about 10 lengths to Shelley in fourth, then another 3 lengths to Dreamery, who's about 3 lengths in front of Sweet DeSantis. Well strung out as they race up the backstretch. First quarter, 24 2/5. Love My Candy has a lead by still a length. Chasing Daylight still in chase mode second. Lose Redemption to the inside of Chasing Daylight in third, and Lose Redemption is up into second. And then about 6 lengths back to Shelley in fourth, who's about 5 lengths in front of Dreamery, and Sweet DeSantis trails the field 3 furlongs from the winning line. Love My Candy has the lead. Lose Redemption's in second. Shelley's closing in nicely in third, and then it's Dreamery, Chasing Daylight, backpedaling, and at the back It's Sweet DeSantis as they arrive at the top of the stretch. Love My Candy, the early pace setter, has the lead. Lose Redemption. Shelley's on the grandstand side. Dreamery is also in the race, and Dreamery gets a beautiful split up into third. 1 furlong to go, and it's Shelley. Shelley forging to the front. Dreamery's in second. Love My Candy has no more to offer. 16th to go. It's Shelley who leads by 3 over Dreamery. Elite rally from Sweet DeSantis. It's Shelley victorious over Dreamery. Sweet DeSantis third. Lose Redemption. Facta, $188. 50-cent trifecta, $186.75. Dime Super. And they're off. Price is Truth, Montauk Surf. Took a couple strides for Painting Stones to get on track, but once he did, he surged to the front end. It's Emerald Mose up the inside fourth. Ragtime Prankster 4 wide fifth, now up into fourth, a length and a half off the lead. And at the back is Rocked Out. Painting Stones with a half mile to go has the lead by a half length. Price is Truth in between horses. Montauk Surf 3 wide, Ragtime Prankster 4 deep as they go on to the turn. It's Emerald Mo in fifth. 3.5 lengths off the lead and a length and a half to Rocked Out, who trails the field. 2.5 furlongs to go. Painting Stones. Price is Truth in a good spot on the outside, but now comes under some pressure. Admiral Mo gets off the inside in third. We'll go to the far outside for clear running room as Painting Stones cuts the corner, comes off the turn, leading by a length and a half. Over Price is Truth in second. Admiral Mo's on the grandstand side in third. Then it's Rocked Out and Ragtime Prankster. 16th to go. Painting Stones shifting ground. It's Admiral Mo to the outside. Admiral Mo reels in Painting Stones for the victory. Price is Truth third. Rocked Out fourth. 40. Exacta $14. 50-cent try, $8.70. Dime Super $4.40. 50-cent pick 3, $18.12. They're all in the gate. And they're off. 8 Sunset Drive edging out for the lead. Support the Cats on the outside. Just a Guy is at the fence. Resistance Futile in the blue blinkers grabs that lead. Just a Guy second. 8 Sunset Drive out sprinted. Support the Cat now in third. As its First Sons Extreme outside in fourth. Followed up next by Deputy Tremont. Sharpoons in between horses. 8 Sunset Drive shuffle back to the tail of the field. Onto the turn. Just a Guy. Resistance Futile. These two battle for the top spot. Support the Cat 3 deep in third. As its First Sons, the gray outside 4 deep in fourth. Deputy Tremont behind the leaders in fifth, 3 lengths off the lead. Sharpoon is next, and 8 lengths to 8 Sunset Drive is at the back of the pack. Wide open here as they arrive at the top of the stretch. Resistance Futile is under pressure. First Sons stand side. Deputy Tremont's in about the 2 paths. Support the Cat, 1 from the outside. 1 furlong to go. It's Support the Cat on the 3 wide side. Deputy Tremont gets through at the fence. Deputy Tremont gets that lead. 16th to go, and it will be Deputy Tremont who will prevail. Resistance Futile gets second. Support the Cat third. First Sons fourth. And they're off. It's Raw Courage who's accelerating out for the front end. Uncle Marty's at the fence, finalist in between those two. And then it's Henry III who's behind rivals, but will have a ground-saving trip around that first turn. Indy Cowboy outside of him. Barfly widest. Winning Drives in second last. And What's My Category inside of him at the back. 7.5 lengths from top to bottom as they navigate the first turn. It's Uncle Marty who's on top. The lead's a length. Finalist White Blinkers second. Raw Courage 3 wide third. Henry III's up the inside in a joint fourth with Indy Cowboy as Barfly's outside of him. A gap of 2 to Winning Drive is 7 lengths off the lead and trying to advance from the back. What's My Categories at the tail of the field. They have about 4.5 furlongs to go, 3 abreast up the backstretch. Uncle Marty, finalist, Raw Courage across the track, first, second, and third. Winning Drives on the outside, improving into a joint fourth with Henry III. Then it's Indy Cowboy who's getting shuffled. Then 3 lengths to What's My Category, and Barfly looks to be out of it. On to the far turn. It's finalist with 3 furlongs to go, sparring with Raw Courage for the top spot. Winning Drive now losing third to Henry III. Henry III's in third, 4 lengths off the lead. Uncle Marty is next. What's My Category deep on the course. Indy Cowboy second last. Barfly trails the field as they reach the top of the stretch. And it's Raw Courage and Finalist. These two brush an upper stretch. It's Henry III on the grandstand side trying to close in, and 2.5 lengths off the lead is he. 3 chances here, 1 furlong to go. It's Raw Courage and Finalist. These two continue to scrimmage for the top spot in deep stretch. It's Finalist and Raw Courage. Finalist, Raw Courage, Raw Courage. I thought got a good bob, but that's a photo with Finalist. Then it was Henry III and Winning Drive fourth. Double, $156.50, exacta $483, 50-cent try, $372.75, dime super, $180.60. They're all in the gates, and they're off. Good start, Henry's Hope, who establishes an early lead. Halloway's on the outside in second, but now about 4 lengths off the pace. Montauk Memoirs in between horses, Seas Shepherd's in between runners as well. And here's Rio Aleve at the fence trying to scoot on through towards the inside. And a big gap of about 9 lengths to Holy Dancer, who's at the tail of the field. Henry's Hope, first quarter mile, 23 seconds. Henry's Hope has the lead by 4. Rio Aleve is kicked on through towards the inside to get second. Montauk Memoirs to the outside of Sea Shepherd. Halloway's on the extreme outside into the top 4, 6 off the lead. And a few more lengths back to Holy Dancer, who's at the back of the pack. But it's Henry's Hope, who has built up a 7-length cushion with a quarter of a mile left to travel. Rio Aleve is still in second. Montauk Memoirs in between horses. Halloway's on the outside. Holy Dancer's out of last. Holy Dancer will try and split rivals and change leads in the blue blinkers, but about 8 lengths off the lead of Henry's Hope. Henry's Hope in deep stretch on top by about 6 lengths as Holy Dancer rallies up the inside up into second. Henry's Hope by 3, but Henry's Hope will find the finish line in front. Holy Dancer closes from last to get second. $3 to Winnie Mutual, daily double $100, exacta $64.50, 50-cent trifecta $79, dime super $78, and they're off. It's Steiner who rushes out for the lead. Royal Suspect on the far outside. Rhymes Like Dimes is at the fence in about third. And then it's Speedy Hans, who's in between horses. Z-Bear 3 wide, and 4 lengths to Crypto Causeways in the 6th and trailing position. It's Royal Suspect who's on top of Steiner, but they're more or less on even terms, and they're clear by 2 lengths. Z-Bear and the Orange Silks in third. Rhymes Like Dimes has a foothold at the fence in fourth. A length and a half back to Speedy Hans, who's about 7 lengths in front of Crypto Causeway, who sets up shop at the back of the pack. First quarter was in 23 4/5. Steiner has the lead by a neck over Royal Suspect, who's niggled upon to keep up in second. Rhymes Like Dimes still behind rivals in a joint third. Z-Bear 3 wide into the far turn and 2.5 off the lead. Then 3 lengths to Speedy Hans, and Crypto Causeway draws closer at the back. On the far turn, Steiner gets the better of Royal Suspect as it's Z-Bear who's cut loose on the outside in second. Rhymes Like Dimes up the inside third. Crypto Causeways in fourth, but still about 7.5 lengths off the lead as they turn into the stretch. It's Steiner who cuts the corner and is homeward bound. Has the lead by 2 lengths. Z-Bear, the danger on the outside. Rhymes Like Dimes dives over towards the rail, and then it's Crypto Causeway. 16th to go. Steiner, Z-Bear surging late on the outside, and Z-Bear collars Steiner in the last 50 yards to get up for the win. Rhymes Like Dimes third. Crypto Causeway fourth. Lengths, no changes. Exacta trifecta, superfecta wagering. Post time in 19 minutes. They're all in the gate, and they're off. It's HB Plaisant who's set to the offensive by Harkey and able to clear off by a couple lengths. Classical rates in second. Socks for Daughters, Town Kisser, and Haneni make up the next flight, third, fourth, and fifth. And then it's Street Cop Officer saves all the ground in sixth to the inside of Neptune Beach, and a margin of 3 lengths to Manny Penny, who's at the tail of the field. HB Plaisant on the front end has a lead by a diminishing length and a half as Classical cuts into the margin in second. Haneni towards the inside in third. Socks for Daughters races in fourth. And then a half length to Town Kisser in between horses in fifth. Street Cop Officer towards the rail in sixth, 5.5 off the lead. Then 3/4 of a length back to Neptune Beach. Is about 3 lengths in front of Manny Penny, who's at the tail of the field. Half mile to go, and it's HB Plaisance on top by a length over Classical, who is trying to get to that one in second. And then it's Socks for Daughters in third. Street Cop Officer has shifted to the outside. Now is in the midst of a rally. Street Cop Officer 2 lengths off the lead in third. And then in fourth, that's Socks for Daughters, who will get through at the fence. So we have 4 across the track with about a 1/4 mile left to travel as it's Socks for Daughters and the blue blinkers towards the inside. Classical is 3 wide. And then it's Street Cop Officer on the stand side. HB Plaisance has no more to offer. Town Kisser is on the outside with Manny Penny 5th and 6th as they run down to the final furlong. It's Street Cop Officer who assumes command. Socks for Daughters towards the inside. And then it's Classical. Manny Penny's on the stand side, 16th to go. It's Street Cop Officer. Give jockey Luis Perez 2 on the card. Manny Penny gets up for second. Classical third. Socks $7.50. Exacta $19. 50-cent try $39. Dime Super $35.55. Pick 3 $84.62. Pick 4 $1,472. Pick 5 5 of 5 $6,056 even. 9th race, last live race here at Finger Lakes for a Tuesday. Next live racing day tomorrow, Wednesday. First post, remember, 15 minutes later than Monday or Tuesday at 1:15 p.m. Eastern Time. From high atop the roof here at Finger Lakes Gaming and Racetrack, this is your track announcer, Bill Downs, signing off. Have a tremendous evening.